Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be going over my 11 income streams at age 26. Um, believe it or not, I did go to med school. I'm a licensed physical therapist. I went through all my undergrad years, but it just turns out my passion lies in making money online and also helping people online. But with these 11 income streams, I'm hoping that I can spark or encourage you to do something that you've always been wanting to do, whether it's been on your mind but you haven't been taking action yet. But yeah, let's get started with this video. So the first income stream I want to go over is Redbubble. And what Redbubble is that it's a print-on-demand platform in which you upload designs, and those designs go on multiple different products. So think of blank t-shirts, blank mugs, phone cases, pillowcases, clocks. Redbubble covers a plethora of items, but as you can see, what I did was that about 2 years, I would say even 3 years ago, I hired someone. My intention in the first place was to never be on Redbubble. I basically hired someone for about $3 or $5 an hour to upload or to repurpose designs that I already had and upload them onto Redbubble. So as you can see, every single month Redbubble sends me a paycheck, which is pretty cool. So here's $50, $90, $26, $29, $50. You can see when I started Redbubble, I started back in 2017 actually, but I haven't touched Redbubble in over 2 years, but every single month I receive a paycheck from them, and I think that's actually really, really cool. There's nothing better than this type of passive income in which you put work up front and then the money kind of lasts years. So on average, I make about $72 from Redbubble. Even for me, I think that digital subscriptions online that cost more than $20 is expensive. So for Redbubble to be paying me $72, I'm really happy with that. So the next income stream I want to go over is the one in which my designs were primarily intended for, is Merch by Amazon. So Merch by Amazon is also a print-on-demand platform, except it's on the world's largest e-commerce space, Amazon. But as you can see, on the past 365 days, I made a total of 3,700 sales. Monthly, I'm making about $816 per royalty. I average about $10 or 10 sales a day. Merch by Amazon is something I haven't worked on in over a year, but I believe everyone should have an income stream related on Merch by Amazon because these designs cost about 50 cents to make. And I kid you not, a design I created over 3 years ago, all it was just text. You'd be really surprised what can sell well on Merch by Amazon. At the time, 3 years ago, I was still in med school and volleyball tournaments were still happening. So I looked up funny volleyball phrases, and all I wrote on a text was, if you wanted a soft serve, you should have gone for ice cream. It was related to volleyball. That shirt to this day still sells consistently. It's so cool what people buy online. And as long as you think of a creative idea, you don't need graphic design skills. You just need to create the design, hire someone to do it for you, and then optimize the design. But yeah, on average, I make $800 per month, but about $200 of that goes to ads. So I profit about $600 per month from Merch by Amazon. So what I like about both pods is that designs you post on Merch by Amazon can also be posted on Redbubble. And so that's what I meant by I was repurposing these designs from Merch by Amazon onto Redbubble. But aside from pods, there's multiple other platforms I upload to, and total they only equate to about $40 a month, $40 a month. But I didn't include those. But moving on from pods, the next income stream I want to go over is Skillshare. So Skillshare is really cool because I just wanted to test this out, and as you can see here, I'm currently making about $120, $130, $120, $160, $120, $150. On average, Skillshare is making me $112 per month. So what I like about Skillshare is that even if someone only watches a minute of your course, you're going to be paid whether it's a nickel or 20 cents or whatever the pool is. So how Skillshare works is that the amount of money that they get total on the platform is divided into minutes of how many minutes someone watched your any of your courses. So this comes from a single course, and what I wanted to test on Skillshare was how much money can I actually make from just posting a single course. So what I did, as you can see, I started on June 2020. This was during COVID. So on a Friday of June, I scripted the course. On Saturday, I filmed the course, and on Sunday, I edited the course. I think total it took me about 20 hours, but you can see 20 hours led to about $1,700 total in earnings. I think that's well worth my time. And as I make more money, those 20 hours invested is going to be worth more and more and more. So that's the really cool thing about Skillshare. I do plan on posting more courses on Skillshare just because I love how you don't have to market. I'm really not good at marketing. I hire my marketing tasks outside just because I'm not familiar with it and I'm not good at it. But moving on to the next income stream, and keep in mind that these income streams, they don't go from least to greatest. I just jump around. Before I scripted this video, I thought about, what are my income streams that I want to talk about that would be worth talking about. And so the next income stream I want to go over is drop servicing. So you're going to be seeing some big numbers here. Now, I didn't know how to kind of prove my drop servicing because I get a lot of payments through multiple methods. So what I did was I just screenshotted my QuickBooks account. But what drop servicing is that it's like drop shipping, except you're drop servicing online digital services. So whether I call it drop servicing or it's basically my business, it's interchangeable, I guess. But you can see here that the numbers that I'm circling, I have about 3 to 4 businesses that focus on drop servicing multiple different online services. But here's one in which the revenue, okay, so this is revenue. This isn't the profit. Keep that in mind. So for one of my businesses in drop servicing, I made about $287,000. This is one of my businesses in which I launched just last month. It's made about $26,000 in revenue. And then in my primary drop servicing business, as you can see, it's video creation services. It's made about $411,000. Now keep in mind, that is just revenue. Now, in the next slide, the total was about $724,000 in revenue for this year. My profit margin is roughly 30%. It really averages between 29 to 31%. So profit margin was $217,000. So on average, divided by 12, I make about $19,700 from drop servicing or my businesses that sell digital services. So the really cool thing about drop servicing is that you can drop service anything, honestly, anything at all. And regarding drop servicing, you basically serve as the middleman. So I'm not going to lie to you and say that drop servicing only takes me about 1 hour a week to manage. It does take a considerable amount of time. I would say at least 20 hours per week to kind of manage this. But at the same time, this month on average, this also doesn't include how much I pay my team here. So as you can see, there's chairs around. My in-house team is what I like to call them. So that wasn't deducted from this amount. About 70% of this revenue goes to the actual contractors who are creating the videos. So that's where that money goes to. But drop servicing essentially, I recently posted a video and one of the comments I got was, why would you drop service it? Why would you drop service something but only make $5 profit? And the reason why I would do that is because the quantity amount. Some of these videos or services that I'm making, I only make $5 profit. But when someone is asking for like 1,000 videos, that's $5,000 in profit, right? So that's the idea in which, if you kind of think about McDonald's only sells $1 cheeseburger. What can their profit margin from $1 cheeseburger possibly be? It's got to be less than $1, right? So with that being said, McDonald's has to sell a ton of cheeseburgers in order to be actually have a reasonable amount coming from just the sale of cheeseburgers. So that's the way I think about, even if my profit margins are low. And to kind of answer the question, whether I'm making only $3 profit or $15 profit or $50 profit, the amount of videos or services that I sell, at this point, I'm pretty sure you can tell what I drop service mostly. The amount of services that I sell is a lot. And the quantity amount is there, which is what leads to these insane amount of numbers. So I never expected to do drop servicing. It wasn't my intentional focus. So hopefully during your entrepreneurial journey or make money online journey, you come across things in which once you see that people have a demand for something, perhaps you can be the supplier. And that's when a new side hustle or method of making money online is born. So drop servicing is not something that I intentionally wanted to do. It just happened to be that there was a demand. I tried to fill the demand, and it just ended up working out that way. So that is income stream number 4. Now, income stream number 5 is online course sales. So for online course sales, I recommend Kajabi. So Kajabi compared to Skillshare, Kajabi definitely makes a lot more, or basically selling your own digital course outside of a third-party platform sells more. Kajabi, over the past year, I made about $31,000. So my profit margin was about 60% of that because 40% went to ads and marketing. So profit was left by $18,600. On average, I made about $1,500 from online course sales. Now, the cool thing with Kajabi is that it's my recommended platform to be hosting a course. However, I feel like I'm paying for Kajabi and only using about 20% of its features. So Kajabi has a lot more to offer, which I will be using in this upcoming year. You can do podcasts. There's so many cool features that Kajabi is constantly releasing. So I love the platform. Fantastic platform, absolutely. And what I sell, by the way, is a YouTube growth course. So if you're interested in YouTube growth, but I specifically focus on scalable, faceless cash cow channels in which you spend as little time as possible on the channels, but they make money for you. So that's what my YouTube course is about. It's called the YouTube Success System. And in addition to that, you don't have to pay for the course, but at the same time, if you're interested in growing on YouTube, I do also offer the free Facebook group on YouTube growth down below in the description. So feel free to join that if you're interested in this model of YouTube that I teach. And it's going to be the last income source that I go over. You don't want to miss how much I actually make from those channels. So that's income stream number 5, online course sales. And so keep in mind with this next income stream, like I said, it's just scattered in terms of how much these income streams make me. But on affiliate marketing, $35 a month, okay? It's still something. I really don't spend any time on it, but it's so cool knowing that I receive a paycheck for $35 a month. So the only program I affiliate myself with is TubeBuddy for now. And that's because I absolutely love the tool. I think it's fantastic. I think it's essential for every single YouTuber to have if they want to succeed and stand apart from the rest of the crowd. But as you can see, TubeBuddy, I basically just include my affiliate link when necessary. But on average, I receive about $35 a month from TubeBuddy. Now, the income streams number 7 to 11 are going to be my cash cow YouTube channels that I was talking about earlier. So with these cash cow YouTube channels, they really range. And I am going to disclaim also that cash cow YouTube channels, it's not as golden as I make it look like, okay? I do run channels, which I might not have even included in this video, that are losing me money, okay? So keep that in mind that some of these channels I'm going to be going over, they are losing me money. And I probably have more channels that are losing me money, but I'm just going over 5 that are actually making some money. So YouTube Cash Cow channel number 1, the total revenue for the year was $6,200. On average, it made $500. And about 50% of that goes to my partner, which means I make about $250 per month. And this is not including the overhead, which means that I'm at a loss for this channel, but I'm willing to go the long-term investment in which hopefully this channel will start picking up soon. So with this channel here, I could have easily said I profit $500 per month, but again, I'm trying to be as transparent as possible in terms of no, not all this money reaches my bank account. Okay, 50% goes to my partner. He also does the uploads on the channel, and in which we both contribute 50-50% into the channel, which is why we each get 50% of the profits. So that's YouTube Cash Cow number 1. YouTube Cash Cow number 2 is averaging about $800 per month. 50% of that goes to my partner, $400 a month in overhead, or $400 a month in profit. So this channel, unlike channel number 1 is definitely losing me money, but it's not a lot of money compared to channels that I just started. Channel number 2 is just break even. So we're not losing that much money, or we're just break even, profiting barely. But at the same time with this channel, now that it's at that break even point, we basically have an unlimited amount of chances to keep posting videos in which hopefully one of these videos will go viral eventually, right? So we're at a good state with this channel. It's not the worst state to be in. Now YouTube Cash Cow channel number 3 is not a year old yet, but on average it's making about $300 per month. So as you can see, this channel is currently on its way to virality. There is a viral video currently going under works. So I do anticipate that this channel is probably going to hit 3,000 before the end of the month, especially with my tactics and strategies and this ridiculously high RPM. So $300 a month for YouTube Cash Cow channel number 3. Now YouTube Cash Cow channel number 4 is averaging about $7,250, as I've had this over a year. So the deal with this channel is that it took a while before it started picking off. And as you can see, it went insanely high. I think this is the channel which made almost $1,300 in a single day. But on average, it's making about $7,250. The overhead is $1,200, which means $6,100 is profit. Now, YouTube Cash Cow channel number 5. So this channel is averaging about $11,000 per month, and the overhead is $1,200, which means that $9,800 is profit. So it just goes to show these YouTube channels can make you an insane amount of money. You can launch a lot, but what I've realized with launching a lot of channels is that sometimes the quality starts to diminish. So like I said, I don't want you to think that YouTube automation or running cash cow channels is so easy. It's so golden. You're going to make tons of money from it. Let me clear it up for you in terms of that. I think it's a fantastic income stream to put money into and invest your time into, but it does require work. It does require time. You are going to lose money, as I've said before. I am losing money in some channels. It doesn't look so extremely fine and dandy in which this channel is making me $11,000 and I'm always positive on all my channels that I start. That's not the case, okay? Channels that I start, they're losing money. I have, I think, a channel that's probably like negative $3,000 right now, but at the same time, YouTube, it's a long-term route. I think it's a fantastic route to be in, but just be careful because you are on YouTube's platform. I am well aware that YouTube can slash revenue or basically kick you out at any time, which is why having multiple streams of income is very important to have. So what I want to be going over next are basically my future plans for side hustle ideas that I want to achieve within this upcoming year. My hope is that I read books a lot, and I think it's from a book called Atomic Habits. By me telling you what I plan on doing, by me telling you what I'm going to do, I've learned that I'm more likely to do it. So me talking to you as a viewer, this is my way in which you can see my future income streams come to life, become fruition, in which because I'm telling you it, I'm more likely to do it. So what's next for me? Number one, I'm going to launch an ebook. Sorry, excuse me. I'm going to launch an ebook, and within that ebook, it's going to be related to YouTube growth. I plan on pricing it anywhere from $2.99 to $6.99 on Amazon. I don't plan on making a lot of profit from it. My idea is to teach people about this model of faceless YouTube cash cow channels, in which it's such a cool model of YouTube to be in. It's so scalable, it's so outsourceable, and it also allows you to free up a lot of your time. So be on the lookout for that if you are interested in when I do launch my ebook. Number two, I'm currently creating 4 more automation channels. So with these 4 automation channels, I do plan on revealing some of them on my YouTube channel. So be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you are interested in seeing me grow my own automation channels, and I'll actually be revealing them. So with these 4 automation channels, one of them I plan on doing screen recordings just like this, in which it's going to be full-length tutorials. Full-length tutorials that teach people regarding all the digital services that I know quite well online. So be on the lookout for that. And with these 4 automation channels, hopefully I can make more money on YouTube. Number 3, grow my personal channel. So I get a lot of messages all the time with people saying, hey, they have all the right to think this way. I mean, it's a logical way to think, honestly, but they'll look me up, they'll look up my name, and I'm guilty. I don't spend a lot of time on my channel here, but people find it ironic that a channel with 1,200 subs is teaching people how to make thousands on YouTube. Like, where are your subs? I get that so often. I kid you not. But just keep in mind, I don't think it makes sense what people are trying to logically think, in which, how is someone who only has 1,200 subs teaching people how to do YouTube? Well, it's because I have other channels is what I try explaining to them. But aside from that rant, number 3 is that I do plan on growing my personal channel this year. So as you can see, I am posting daily in regards to a bunch of ways to make money online, how to grow YouTube, best side hustle ideas. So if this is something that you're interested in, do subscribe to my channel. I'd love for you to join our Facebook group or comment down below on any of my videos, and have me help you out basically, because one of the things I want to do with my channel, and I'll be elaborating this with my last point, which you don't want to miss in terms of what I have in store for the next year, is that I want to help people and give back to the world, okay? And although I can't be Mr. Beast and, save the oceans currently or affect millions of people's lives right now, I do believe in 1% changes and starting with small groups of people. So my plan is that because I know YouTube so well, I'm just looking to form a tight-knit group of community members who are also interested in YouTube and helping those groups of people. And then with that starting group of people, I plan on expanding my outreach and seeing what else they're interested in so that I can expand my community. So starting with 1% at a time, growing my personal channel. Okay. And number 4 is launch more Skillshare courses. I really found my experiment of spending 3 days to launch a Skillshare course and how much money it made. I really found that fascinating. So I do plan on launching more Skillshare courses related to online digital services or just things that I know more than an average person does. So I want to spend as less time. My idea is that if that one Skillshare course is making me $100 per month, if I launch 30 Skillshare courses, would I not be making $3,000 a month? So that's kind of my thought process. It obviously is going to take a lot of my time, but that's also what I have on the plate in terms of what's next for me this upcoming year. Now, point number 5 is make more course sales. As I've discussed before, I'm not good at marketing, but I do plan on learning more about marketing, funnels, lead generation, sales tactics, closer setters, all of those terminologies related to marketing, because right now I outsource my marketing. I hire a marketer and I do pay him a good amount. But at the same time, it's something I do want to learn more about and make more course sales in order to reach more people and help people with this idea of YouTube automation. And lastly, launch a nonprofit automation channel. So this here for me is going to be more so a passion project of mine. So let me introduce it to you. So the automation channel is going to be called ALS Support Nation. So if you're not familiar with what ALS is, it stands for amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. And it's basically a degenerative neurological disease in which it kind of feeds your muscles away. It's a very serious and devastating disease. My father, unfortunately, did have it, which is why I want to make a channel like this. So in other words, what ALS is that it was tied heavily to people doing the ice bucket challenge, if you remember that. But recall again how, a goal of mine is I want to give back. I really love what Mr. Beast is doing, and I do believe in starting with small steps at a time. So I'll give back to the world with this channel. And what I was thinking is that with the ALS Support Nation, I can give back to individuals who are affected by ALS. So the proceeds from this channel will help donate to a ALS support foundation to help with ALS research and stuff. And as you can see, if you by chance know someone who's been affected by this, subscribe to this channel, I mean. And also I've already created a Facebook group, and I will be starting this to help or kind of use it as a comfort group for people who have been affected by the disease. So you can read more about it here. I don't want to get too much into detail regarding this, but this is a passion project of mine in which I'm not saying I don't need money. Everyone needs money, but at the same time, there are people who also need money in which I feel like I can help them out. And I would love to help them out with something like this passion project of mine regarding ALS Support Nation. So yeah, launching a nonprofit automation channel. So with that being said, everyone, if you've watched up to this point, hopefully you can get an idea of what I'm about. And I really appreciate you watching up to this point. Honestly, we're going on 23 minutes right now. But if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, leave it down below. I'd be more than happy to help you out and also answer any questions that you have regarding YouTube growth. Feel free to join my free Facebook group in which I constantly help people regarding YouTube growth. And if for some reason an idea pops into your head and you think you can help me out, or you want to collab in any of these future projects with me, I'd be more than happy to network with you. I'm all down for networking, growing my network, helping people. Tying back to my YouTube cash cow channels, I absolutely love partnering with this partner of mine because he keeps me accountable. So I'm all for accountability. I know it's helped me succeed to who I am today. So if you're interested in collabing with any of these products that I have in mind for the future, feel free to reach out to me. I'm all for it. I'm a hustler. I work hard every day, but at the same time, I'd be more than happy to meet new people. But with that being said, I think that's all I have for this video. So again, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications for more videos like this in which I teach people how to grow on YouTube, help them with YouTube in general, and also how to make money online. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next video.